your lifestyle. 3 people come to marry them and they are checking their job, their profession. And then when he finds the one that is a doctor or an engineer or who is working with Chevron, he now say, I have peace. I have peace. You are not wise. He said it's not given to man that walketh to order his steps. Because decisions you will make will be based on information and facts and reason. But your fact cannot define tomorrow. Because tomorrow is outside the boundaries of the information that you have. It's only the spirit that is eternal in nature that can judge the future and tell you to decide now because he has traveled into your end. You choose a man because he walked with Chevron, but you don't know his lifespan on earth is remaining 3 years. The one you rejected today because he's wearing slippers is 3 years from now that God wants to promote him. Because help does not come from the north, the south, the east, or the west. It cometh from the Lord. And by the seasons of his ordination, the windows that revolve over the circumference of his destiny will open in 3 years. And that's when the angels will be mobilized from heaven. So your life will be defined with him after 3 years. And that man has 50 more years to live. But you choose the Chevron guy because you judge by the sight of the eye. You don't know the help of God. The reason you see men go through the wilderness and leave everything that man calls juicy is because they know the help of God. It's an ability in God that men have confidence in. And they are willing to yield themselves to those abilities to define their essence. Our light affliction, there for a moment. He said, though they work for us an exceeding weight of glory. That's why Paul can go to a city even though he knows that he will be stoned. That's why Paul can be stoned to death and he rises up after the saints pray for him and resurrect him back to life. And then he will stand up with those injuries and he say, let's go to the next city. What do you mean? Don't you take breaks? Are there no holidays in your work? There is a burden in his heart. He said, necessity is laid upon me. Woe unto me if I preach not the gospel. So long as there is bread on his nostril, there is an assignment that must be fulfilled. For that assignment, he's willing to drop his legal certificate and walk from street to street in wilderness and in places of lack and want so that the gospel can be preached. That's when life gains definition. The immortals don't judge you by the number of cars that you have. They judge you by the amount of life you pour on the altar for the fulfillment of that which God wrote concerning you before the foundations of the world. But a man will never go in the direction of purpose and calling unless he understands the burdens in the heart of the Father and he has assurance in the help of God. And on the strength of that assurance, he can make the sacrifice even of life to see that thing comes to pass.